Shalom. How's everyone doing? For those who don't know me, my name is Mr. Andrew Williams. I'm also known as the Homeless Author. My iWeb, www.awnovels.com. In this video, I'd like to address the simple fact that I do have proof and that I do have witnesses, and how I used to work for different agencies in the U.S. government, the United States of America. My first testimony, when I used to live in Columbia, South Carolina, I have befriended a young man, as we've both been friends over 20 years. We had also shared an apartment together as roommates. One night, he attempted to enter into my room to try to take my life. When he opened up my bedroom door, he froze in fear because he was surprised what he had seen. Because of fear, because what he have seen, he have closed my bedroom door to return back into his room. The next day, the next morning, we got into a big argument, as he clearly testified out of his own mouth what he have seen with his natural eyes, as he have seen an angel standing there in the middle of my bedroom with his hand on his sword. That he have came into my room to try to take my life, he will lose his. My next testimony, when I first moved to Columbia, South Carolina in the mid-'80s, I met this beautiful young woman who I still have feelings for and still deeply love. One day at the mall where she worked, we got into an argument. The security guards was involved, and I got arrested as the sheriff deputy came. When I had to go to court, I appeared in front of the judge. Yes, the judge was prejudiced and had a lot of strong hatred toward blacks. So I warned the judge that if he didn't let me go and drop all these charges that they falsely accused me of, he will receive a phone call before the hour is up. To make the story short, he called for a recess that we had to return back the next day, the next morning. So the next day, he was scared. His pale face was extremely red. His hands was trembling. In a shaky voice, he softly said, "Mr. Andrew Williams, you are free to go. All the charges have been dropped against you. And those who's involved, there will be discipline." He have received that phone call, as we all found out, even I, that I do have friends in very high places that work for the U.S. government, the United States of America. The judge, and my first and true love, and all the sheriff deputies, and everybody else who was involved, they all also witnesses that I used to work for different agencies in the U.S. government. I have another testimony. I had befriended a young woman who worked for Richland County Sheriff Department as a deputy sheriff. One day when she saw me walking home, she stopped me. She told me what happened. As some men dressed in black suits came over and took over their precinct. They interviewed her, asked her all kinds of questions about me. They interviewed her superiors and the other sheriff deputies, and also asked them all kinds of questions about me to find out what they all knew about me. Then she also told me they have gave her and her co-workers, the other sheriff deputies and her superior, a clear warning to leave me alone, not to bother me. And to make the story short, she also told me that she tried to look into my records, that she was surprised that most of my records is top secret and top classified. And she also told me that she was scared, that she was afraid of her life. So her and the other sheriff deputies that work in her precinct, they also know that I used to work for different agencies in the U.S. government, the United States of America. For these are my testimony, my proof, and my witnesses that I used to work for different agencies in the U.S. government, the United States of America. I have 3 novels out. All 3 of my novels based on a true story, from my childhood up to my present day. So if you want to know more, read my first 2 novels. The first one is titled A Child's Stillness. The second novel, Prophetic Love, a true love story between me and my first love. You all have a good and blessed day. Shalom.